Hello, Deanna Hill here with Windermere Mill Creek. Today, our special guest is Kim Gaffney, and she's with the Big Brothers and Big Sisters organization. She's here to give us a little bit more information. And if you've been following us, you know that we have a car show charity event coming up, and they're one of the organizations that we get the privilege of raising funds to help contribute. So, Kim, welcome.
Thank you.
Nice to see you.
Happy to be here.
So let's tell us a little bit about Big Brothers and Big Sisters because it's been a long time since I've actually heard that word.
Yeah, Big Brothers Big Sisters is a mentoring organization. It was established uh, over 100 years ago over on the East Coast. It is the longest running mentoring organization in this country, actually internationally as well. Big Brothers Big Sisters of Snohomish County has been around for a while. And about 20 years ago, it became sponsored by the YMCA of Snohomish County. They were falling on some hard times, so they had an option of just completely dissolving the organization or being sponsored by the YMCA to be able to keep it going.
Oh, nice.
They chose the latter option, and because of that, we've been able to continue serving youth since then. So as a partner with the YMCA of Snohomish County, we are one of the programs that they run in their youth leadership.
Oh, okay. So what ages do kids come and you help?
So Big Brothers Big Sisters, the youth can come in as young as 6 years old. We serve them upwards to 18 or when they graduate high school, whichever comes last. If they started late and they don't graduate until 19, then we make sure that we're continuing to serve them until that point. There are actually agencies, even in Puget Sound, that will serve youth all the way up to 25.
Oh, nice.
I mean, I'm sure all of us can agree that mentoring doesn't really end at a certain age. Everyone can have the benefit of a mentor. So Big Brothers Big Sisters of Snohomish County, we do mentoring with the traditional one-on-one where we find, we call them a little, who just is seeking a caring, supportive adult in their life. Not a parent, not anyone that steps in to replace them, but just another person that they can trust, they can build a relationship with, and they can help guide them through, the different pathways that happen when you're going from 6 years old on up to 18. So that's our traditional mentoring program that we have. The other programs that we have are called site-based programs, and those are ran out of schools or like in our program center in Everett. We'll have small group mentoring that come in, and that's one adult with usually like 5 to 6 youth. And that is anywhere from ages 6 all the way up to 18. So one of our most popular clubs right now is our middle school book club. We have a lot of interaction with our middle school youth ages 10 to 14. I think especially because of COVID and being indoors and lacking that socialization, a lot of youth that age are seeking that interaction from someone else right now. And so we're happy to be able to serve them.
Is it open to all youth of different financial needs?
Absolutely.
Okay.
More often, we see a lot more youth from marginalized communities. A lot of youth come from single-family households. One parent, mom or dad, is either incarcerated. A lot of foster youth, kinship care. So that is majority of the youth that do come to us seeking a mentor. But we also have the opposite where someone just needs another friend. They want a big brother or a big sister. They come from a great family, the mom and dad, but they just want another person in their life, which is great as well.
It's kind of like having a grandparent.
Except for younger.
That's probably true.
That being said, we have a lot of people that come in that are retired that have that extra time, and it's different than being a grandparent. Grandparents have different responsibilities. Even though I was telling you I have a young child, I also have a grandson. How I show up for my grandson is a lot different than how I show up for my child. So we do have a lot of people, young adults, coming in and saying, this is my time that I want to be able to give back. But like I just said, we also have the opposite side where people are retiring and they're like, well, what am I going to do? And it's a great option for them because they do have the time to dedicate to a young child.
Right. How does the public, or let's just say if I was a student at school or homeschooled, how do I know about this program?
We make an effort with our school districts to have a good relationship with them, and that's also the benefit of being part of the YMCA is the YMCA touches so many communities and so many households, whether they're homeschool or whether they're in traditional school. Because of our partnership with them, it gives us a lot of exposure to them. One of the great things about being partnered with the Y as well is they get a free YMCA membership, not just for themselves, but for their entire family. So they're able to utilize that while they're part of our program. But exposure through the YMCA, having great relationships with school districts and making sure that the schools are aware of us. Like I said, our site-based programs, those are in schools. And so they're traditionally book clubs to help with literacy. So a lot of our youth come to us through that avenue. And then we just do a lot of things like this, where we are receiving charity, or we have a table at functions like the Mill Creek Festival that happens sometimes. We'll have a booth there. Community events is where we show up, and me spreading the word, going to different organizations to tell them what we do.
Is this available for kids year round?
Absolutely.
Okay, good.
The site-based programs are held through the school year.
Okay.
So that's the only time that they're able to participate in that way. However, community base happens year round. We are starting to hold site-based programs at our program center, but otherwise community based, it's 365 days a year.
Okay. And then how does, if we wanted to give cash donations, is that what you'd be looking for to help, and where does that money go towards?
One of the things that we are specifically fundraising for right now is sending our littles to camp. The YMCA just expanded, and we have Fort Casey, which is now Camp Casey. It's a YMCA outdoor camp. Every year we try to send as many littles to camp. Camp is magical. A lot of our families don't necessarily have the means to afford sending their child to a week-long camp. So one of the efforts that my board and myself and I do is we look for people who want to sponsor littles to go to camp. And this year we have about 15 littles going to camp. So our goal is to fundraise $15,000 to be able to pay for their entire expense.
I remember camp when I was a kid, and it was fun. I really enjoyed it. So, how can obviously we have our car show coming up that we're going to have all the raffle tickets that we sell, and will go towards helping your organization. What about volunteers and people that can help with your with the Big Brothers and Big Sisters? How can that help?
Absolutely. Go online. We have our application online. Not only could you volunteer to be it is a big commitment. I mean, no pun intended. But some people don't necessarily have the free time, but they do want to help. Reaching out to me directly, going online and looking at all of our volunteer opportunities. Good. And give you all the different avenues of how to volunteer and be part of our program.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to let us know about today?
It's an amazing program. Thank you so much for your support, for showing up for the youth in our community, whether it be Big Brothers, Big Sisters, or the YMCA. There are so many kids out in our community, out in Mill Creek, out in Snohomish County that need your help, and they're very gracious for it, and so am I.
Yep. Well, thank you, Kim, again for showing up today and giving us a little bit more information about your organization. So as I mentioned, August 2nd, from 9 until 3, we'll be having a car show. It is a fun-filled day. Beautiful cars cover our parking lot here. And then we have the raffle tickets, which I have been putting those together with a few of our other agents, and they're pretty awesome. So anyway, then we have a food truck and music. So it's going to be a fun day.
Good time.
Yep. August 2nd, so hope you can join us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.